Hey guys, this is Comic Uno and Comic Frontline, and today I am doing a review for Detective Comics issue 935. And let's get started. So I read this one digitally to get this up for you guys early. And with this issue, it's a continuation of the part 1 we had 2 weeks ago. So that was one of the only books that didn't start out as a Rebirth one-shot. It kind of just jumped into the story. Even though technically it felt like a Rebirth one-shot, it still started out with the numbering that Detective Comics was at that time. So now we're continuing that numbering. And love the first issue. Huge fan of really all these characters, and some of these characters are my favorite characters of all time, like especially Stephanie Brown, and I love Tim. Love Cassandra. I really enjoyed Batwoman. So Clayface is kind of new to me. Not new, but, you know, to make him a hero, obviously he's new to everybody, but it's new to me to really be interested in his character. And then, of course, Batman. So with this issue, it's more of a character-driven issue again. I feel like the first issue we had was very much a very well-structured issue of introducing everybody, showing where everyone's at, and showing how you can make them similar to characters they were before the New 52. And it continues here. Really picks off with Kate, with Batwoman, her trying to find her, I guess her position. She's training these young heroes, but she's kind of on the outs with her father, and, you know, just, again, trying to find her way as a hero herself, and maybe these students will help her, but at the same time, she's helping the students become better heroes. And I really love the discussion in this issue between Kate and her father. I thought it was a very strong scene. And, again, a lot of these characters are focused on and given more character layers. For example, my favorite scene of the whole issue is Stephanie and Tim. So I am a huge fan of this relationship, and again, I'm a huge fan of both these characters. And I'm a fan of Cassandra being friends with Stephanie. So in that one scene, we get to see Stephanie and Cassandra are good friends. Cassandra actually goes to Stephanie's apartment almost every day just to hang out, and I love that. And we see that Stephanie and Tim are in a relationship, and they are helping each other, and I think that's the most important thing, and what I loved about that relationship is that they were both heroes. They understood each other, but they both had their own problems, and Stephanie really understands Tim in this issue, where Tim is trying to debate, do I make Batman proud, do I make myself proud, and what does that mean to make myself proud? Do I want to be a hero anymore? And Stephanie's like, just go with your gut, and you have to do what's good for you. You always want to make Batman happy. I also like that it showed Tim's history in a way that Batman knows Tim so well, that he said, I know you never want to be Robin, and you always want to kind of be your own person. And it really digs deep into who Tim was before the New 52. So that made me really happy that they're keeping with the continuity of the New 52, but still holding on to what these characters were and the relationships they had. And it doesn't feel like rushed to me that Stephanie and Tim are in a relationship. I think they're doing a great job with that. Even Clayface, you know, he doesn't have a main focus, but he definitely doesn't want to be a clay monster anymore, and he wants to go on auditions, but at the same time he knows there's strength in being Clayface. So I think we'll definitely get more of a focus issue on him in the future, but there's definitely small nods and small nods to Cassandra. Also, great opening in this issue where we get to see the heroes, their strengths and weaknesses. Cassandra wants to fight every fight she can, and she can't, because it's literally impossible even for her. Stephanie is a great fighter, but she doesn't really have the build to be a great fighter, so she gets exhausted very quickly. And that's something I loved about Batwoman's position, is that she's able to point out all these things as this military background, that she is really putting them through boot camp. So even though this doesn't progress the story that much with the whole villain aspect, I like that you really dig into these characters. Small scenes where you really find familiar aspects of these characters, which I thought was important. And even in the end for the cliffhanger, showing that Batman, he kind of, you know, he manipulates people. That's his job. He wants to go on this war by himself. He's very much this lone wolf, but at the same time, he kind of uses people to win the war, and that's shown in that last cliffhanger. So, like I said, very well done character issue. Hopefully the plot will progress soon, or sooner than later, and I give this 4.5 stars, actually. I really enjoyed it. Again, I just really liked where these characters are going, and they are some of my favorite characters. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of the issue. This is Comic Uno and Comic Frontline. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter, and don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And guys, we are reviewing every DC Rebirth title, so be sure to follow us and watch everyone else's reviews also. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.